If I just show up to a Power 5 football stadium, can I make my way onto the field? Let's try this at Milan-Puskar Stadium at West Virginia. Our first round of gates right at the main entrance are all padlocked off. Not promising, but to be expected. Here's Mr. Puskar himself right up front. What a guy. I was surprised to find too, right across the street from West Virginia Stadium is a massive, massive hospital. Hospital goers and tailgaters is quite the crossover of audiences. I wonder how that plays out on game days. This gate around Milan-Puskar extends pretty far outside of the stadium, so it's going to be a long walk around. Next round of gates is our northeast gates, one over, and it's looking exactly the same. Just outside of this gate though, there's this cool little walk of legends that we can zigzag through. Stedman Bailey and Tavon Austin. God, I miss that team. Heading up this way, there's a gate for cars, but there's not a gate for walkers right next to it. As we make our way up though, it still is very much locked up. There's a pretty healthy amount of activity going on inside though, so there's people around here. Hitting the southeast gates, we have more lock gates. Shout out Gino. But as we hook around here, this is where we hit pay dirt. We got a kind of loud Enterprise truck, a back dock that looks to be open, the football facility right here. And as we turn in, we have a tunnel that I believe is going to lead onto the field. But as I get up here, there's a few things getting unloaded, a few trucks. I'm going to try to stay out of their way. This facility looks really, really cool from the outside. But I've seen a ton of players and coaches walking in and out since I've been here. I'm not trying to have those problems. Lucky for us though, on the other side of this facility, there's another wide open gate. And that gate takes me on a clear path right to the field. I'm not gonna lie, you guys had me at the start. I thought this was gonna be a tough go. What a day to be on Mountaineer Field. What a day it is. We do have one worker tending to the field right now, so I'm not gonna get too far out on there, but you know, we made it. There's like a surprisingly large gap of grass behind the end zone here, but it looks like these guys that came in are setting up like some field suites over here. Looks like a fun time. Got to get in our top row view of Mountaineer Field, just looking fantastic over this autumn morning. And we'll take a spin through the concourse as we roll back down. West Virginia legends on every pillar. Shout out Steve Slayton. Talking about all these West Virginia greats too. Might be time to retire some more numbers for WVU. Pat White, Steve Slater, Tavon Austin, Geno Smith, and there's no numbers up for anybody that played past the 80s. Y'all gotta change that. I wonder if these stairs can be anywhere cool. There's only one door at the top here, but it is open. This is kind of a weird way up if I'm going anywhere cool. But I do see some carpet in here, so that's a good sign. Looks like we just have some pretty generic coaches boxes that do provide another great view of the stadium. Let's see if this elevator takes us anywhere more interesting. Up here, we're finding some lounge areas that lead into suites, which look mostly locked up. This one does seem like it was left open just a little bit though. Not too bad of a setup in here. Not too bad. This seems like a small suite level for a P5. I take it there's a pretty big club level somewhere else I gotta find. Heading back down. Almost heaven. We're almost there, guys. Here's a big building overlooking the field. That seems up my alley. These doors, however, are locked up. And as we wrap around this facility, we have now made it to the point of our first attempt. These main doors here have a red key comp, so I'm not feeling great. Yup, that's a no. I think that club section might just be cooked, unfortunately. Not too bad of a show in WV. I'm off to basketball next. Appreciate y'all.